Welcome to this Brand Bite Size, brought to you by Brand Financial Training. Today we're looking at transfers into discretionary trusts. Transfers into discretionary trusts are called chargeable lifetime transfers, or CLTs for short. An immediate charge to IHT is triggered if the value of the CLT is over the settlor's available nil rate band, i.e. once added to any other CLTs made in the previous 7 years. The rate of IHT is half the death rate, in other words 20%, with nothing further to pay if the settlor lives for the next 7 years. However, where the settlor pays the IHT, the CLT must be grossed up, giving an effective rate of 25%. Let's look at an example. Rosie makes a transfer of £356,000 into a discretionary trust. As this is Rosie's first gift, we can deduct the annual exemption of £3,000 for this tax year and the previous tax year. If the trustees pay the tax on the gift, their liability will be £356,000 minus £6,000, which is £350,000. We can also deduct the nil rate band of £325,000, leaving £25,000 to be taxed at 20%, which equals £5,000. If Rosie as the settlor pays the tax, the value has to be grossed up. The easiest way to work this through is by multiplying the net transfer by 1.25, or you can divide by 0.8. For example, £25,000 times 1.25 equals £31,250. Multiplying this by 20% gives £6,250. This is because IHT is based on the loss to a person's estate. If the settlor makes a CLT to a trust and pays any IHT due, the loss to the estate is the two added together and IHT is worked out on that figure. To make this easier, we can simply multiply the value of the CLT by 25%. If the settlor survives 7 years from the date of the transfer, then there will be no further IHT payable. However, if they die within 7 years, the IHT is recalculated at the death rate. Let's imagine Rosie dies after 4.5 years. The IHT has to be recalculated at the rate in force at the date of death. As IHT was paid on the initial transfer, this can be taken into account. Also, because Rosie died after 4.5 years, taper relief of 60% can also be applied. Going back to the value of the transfer less the two annual exemptions for gifts gives us £350,000 minus the £325,000 nil rate band, which is £25,000. Taxed at 40%, the IHT due would be £10,000, but allowing for the 60% taper relief gives us £6,000 due for IHT. Assuming the trustees paid the initial tax of £5,000, then the balance payable is £1,000. We hope you enjoyed this Brand Bite Size. Thanks for watching.